You are about to master the fastest way to identify high probability trading zones with total confidence. By using market structure, we can objectively locate supply and demand without any guesswork or hesitation. Let's start the lesson now to sharpen your edge. And later, if you want to see how you can actually automate the full process with the automation of a structure companion tool, do continue watching all the way through this video. Watch the next video coming up. I'm going to show you how you can automate the process. So we're going to just do a replay mode. And let me just grab around about here. And we'll walk through the actual structure technique, and then I'll show you how easy it is for you to find and mark out those supply and demand zones. So when we're looking at this structure, what we're looking for is the market, obviously, to create those higher lows, higher highs in a bullish market, and those lower lows, lower highs in a bearish market. But the way we're going to use this, when we're seeing this high being created, this is going to create your valid high in the market. When we see a break of structure here to the upside, this is going to create your valid low. Now, your valid low may not be down here. The why is that? Because the market could be creating this move on the way up when we break structure, and your valid low could be down here or down here in the market. You may have been taught already that this is where you always mark out your valid low. This is not the way we do it. So continue watching this concept and it will all become very clear. I'm going to walk through it step by step on this price chart. So the first thing I want to do is find my valid high. This is my valid high in the market. It's also going to create a valid break of structure to the upside. So let's mark this out as a BOS. So this is my break of structure to the upside. Let's go closer into these candles so you can see this step by step. Now, once we see this breakout, what we're going to do, we're going to go back on a candle by candle basis to find our current low in the market. So we're going to go back every single candle here until I see a candle closing down. So you see this candle here, you see how it closes down through that level, that creates the current low. So from the low of that candle, I can mark out a low in the market. So now I have my current low. Like I said before, we're looking for a current low. Now on this occasion, this was the lowest point before the breakout. We didn't mark it from there. We marked it from this low. Now we did the same thing. We're looking for high. So we'll have to go forward on a candle by candle. And there we go. Straight away, we see that candle closing down. Closes below this previous candle's low here. And that creates a valid high. So that's it. That's all we have to do with this structure. Once you master this, this is how easy it's going to be. Now I'm going to go forward with the structure first, go through the price, marking the structure up, and then after we've done that, we'll go through quickly and I'll show you how fast you can find those supply and demand zones. That's what you're here for, to learn how you can find those zones. So let's go forward with price. We're looking for a break. So we get a reversal in the price. And what this actually is, I'll mark it on the chart so you can see. This is what we call a change of character. It's also a break of structure, but it's also a change of character from a bullish to bearish market. Now, when we see this, and it's great this has happened, because now you can see the way we actually map up the market when we have a bearish market instead of a bullish market. Once we see the breakout on that candle, we're looking back for the last time we see it close up. Now that actually appears right there. So we do nothing. We don't move our high. We leave it exactly where it is. And we go forward price. We're looking for a close up. Once we get a close up, and I'll stop as soon as we see that close up, we can actually make a valid low. So there is our last candle that closes above. And we go to the lowest point in the market. This is your valid low. So now we have a valid high to low in the market. That is our trading range. Now, again, let's go forward with price a little more so you can start to see how this works. Okay, so we're moving sideways here. And eventually looks like we're going to break to the upside. So there is a breakout. So again, what this is, another change of character, but to the upside this time. So when we see this candle, we see at first a sweep, a push down, and then one candle breaking out. Now, this is critical to understand. Now we're in a bullish market. We're looking for that close down after this candle. And that actually happens, okay, right on that candle. So there is our current valid low. We don't have a valid high yet, so let's go forward until we see that close down. There's a close down, and this becomes your valid high in the market. That's how we start mapping up that structure. Let's just see if we continue higher or lower. So we've pulled back, we swept the low, and we pushed into the over balance here. Now that's something for a different day, but now we could see a sweep to push higher. We could push higher or lower, and we push lower. So it didn't hold, and we get another change of character. And when we see the market like this, And we see a change of character after a change of character. This tells me that we're in a very choppy market. The market doesn't have an actual direction at the moment. Now that would help by going up a time frame to see what the higher time frame is doing. But as soon as you see this candle dropping through, we can create a new high here. Why that high? Because the last time we see the close up after the breakup. And for a low, we see a close up here. This creates a low. So the market's now sweeping that low. Let's see if we can actually get a break to downside. And we do. Okay, so we get a breakout. That is a continuation. Now that's good because when we see a continuation, we can now look for price to continue lower. And for our new high, that's going to become here. Understanding the process, we look for the last time we closed up after the breakout. Well, this is the last candle that closes up. That becomes your high. And let's look for a close back up again. And we're waiting for that close and we get one. So the market's created a close up straight away. Now the lowest point is this low. This becomes my low in the market. So are we going to continue to go bullish here and make a new change of character? Let's go forward. We currently held and we've made just about a break of structure there. We did, I believe. Let's double check this low. Grab that off. Yep, so that's the current low. We just broke. Let's check the low. We have a low here of 7.3 and we have a close price of 7.28. So it does close that structure. So it's very, very slight close through, but it's still a break of structure. So we can mark that as a break. So we continue to be bearish. So as soon as we see this, we can map out the new high. There's your new high and we've got a low already mapped. So we've got some price on the chart here now. Let's just go forward one more time and then I'll show you how you can find those zones. So we get a new break of structure straight away. So there we go, continuation. You see how price now continues to push lower. After we had that first break of structure, this one to the downside, we continue now to be bearish. And again, we map out the new high. That's going to be from this candle's high because that's the current high after this candle broke out. Let's put that back. This is the last time we see it close up. And again, we're looking for another close up. We get the close up and this becomes your current low. So that is the way we look at mapping up that structure. Very simple and you understand it. Bullish and bearish bias. So what about when looking at mapping out those areas of supply and demand? Let me just go forward a few more of these, see if we can continue low, and we do. Okay, so I just have a few more on the chart. So this will help you to understand how we find those zones. So we have another break of structure. And again, okay, let me just leave this one there and I'll map out the new one, which is this high here. Okay, so we have a new high created here. So I'm just going to map out the previous highs where we had a breakout before. Okay, so it's going to be this high here. Before that, we had another high breakout. This was our high. And we had a new breakout here, and this was our high. Okay, so now we can see we have a breakout, continuation, continuation, continuation. So how do we use this structure to find our supply and demand zones fast? Okay, how can we use this? Very, very simply. Very, very simple. So let's go back to where we see the start. Once we see this candle breaking out, what we're looking for is the last area where we see the low. So because we create this as a valid low at that point, now we know that the market shifts structure. What I like to look for is where do I see that current low? Well, we can see this is the last down before the up move here of potential demand. But what I don't like to see is that we test that area with this candle and then push away. And then we continue and we push and break structure. That's not what I like to see. So for me, this area of demand is not likely to hold price, and you can see it doesn't. We then get the new break here to downside. This creates what we call an area of supply. And for me, this time, this is actually a very good area of potential supply. So the market comes down, we left over an area of imbalance, we failed to go into it. Again, it's very easy, you can find those areas of supply. And that is taken out when this one candle pushes to the upside. So again, this one has been removed. And once more, we have a break to the upside. What about the demand zone? We can find that demand zone very quickly. Okay, again here, there's our area of demand. This got removed, spiked, pushed through. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to allow you to find trades, but it's going to show you how to easily find where you want to be marking out your supply and demand zones. So demand got removed. Then we pull back, and this is the key point. We have another break of structure. This time we're going to mark it up properly. So this is our last area of potential supply. So let's mark it out in the area of daily supply this time. So we have an area of daily supply here. This is our first supply. We see the market pushing back into it, holds, and then we break to downside again. This now confirms we've got a new area of potential supply again. And the market comes back into this area of supply. And again, we'll mark this out as a daily supply. So we come back into that daily supply. Look how easy it was to find the area of supply. We break structure, we pull back into that supply, and we break to downside again. Last area on this move, this candle here. Okay, where do we pull back into? We break, we pull back in, we sweep this high, push into the area of supply. Again, let me just change that into a daily supply again, so it's easy to understand. So we have a daily supply, holds, continuation, holds, continue to downside. So from here, eventually we pull back, we break out again. What do we have here? Last buy candle. Okay, creates an area of supply. Again, let's just map this out as a daily supply. So we continue down, retest that area, and we break structure again. And again, we have another candle. Right, now we can look at this as our supply zone here. Okay, it's the last buy to sell move as such, which is fantastic. And we can look for price to want to pull back into that area. Let's just see what happens. Let's go forward with price. So straight away, okay, let's pull this across. We can see that the market pulls back into the area of supply. Okay, and then we have a new valid low is created here. And we run the low. So you can see how fast this is for you to mark out those areas of structure and supply and demand zones once you understand the concept. If you want to see the companion tool that automates this entire system in seconds, watch this next video on market structure called Perfect Supply and Demand Zones in 5 seconds. That shows the process inside the tool for instant results.